Is there a different understanding of authority when one uses first person versus second person or even third person? Perhaps. 10 days ago today, a woman, a mother, a teacher, a homeschool teacher, acknowledged that there was a specific kind of responsibility that would have needed to have been taken by a local state legislature in order to address outstanding concerns with child safety, including in connection with their education. There's been no response. Nobody in the Texas state legislature seemed to think that that was a priority. I think they're on what? Recess? Vacation? They obviously have a different conceptualization of what an emergency situation is, as well as what an emergency response is. This is important because 10 days after May 6th is May 16th. And May 16th is a date that has been very prominent for the last 5 to 6 years if you know how to look and you're concerned about nuclear safety. It just so happens that May 16th, at least presumably, is the birthday of the senior man in the other room who's the only person I'm allowed to talk to. It's also the day after my birthday. My birthday's May 15th. His birthday's May 16th. What do I have here? Page 12. My Wife Company. Certificate of Limited Partnership filed, New York County Clerk's Office, March 31st, 1977, principal place of business, 1650 Broadway, New York, New York. Its business is turning to account rights in play. I love my wife. But that's not the one that I think you're going to be the most interested in. Or rather, that's not the one you should be most interested in. The one you should be most interested in is, let me make sure I got this. The dramatic effect is what you're really looking for, right? If I don't perform the part successfully. Here we go. Friday, May 6th, 1977. $250 million. City of Valdez, Alaska. Marine Terminal Revenue Bonds. Exxon Pipeline Company Project, Series A. Due May 1st, 2007. Why, my. Who was involved with this? Oh, that was on the same page. 10 days after May 6th. It's May 16th, isn't it? Oh, you just ignore the bitch long enough. It'll post right to your own personal executive account, won't it? It's exactly what you've been doing. Now, there's other things here. And I'm going here because I know exactly what you expected. You wanted to shut me up because of... What's this one here? No. You're not getting New York, guys. Because what you got is... Just give me a second. You know what it's like. We got so much paperwork. You want to make sure... Notice of redemption. Coral Springs Improvement District. General Obligation Water and Sewer Revenue Bond. Series 1972, 6.30%. $40,000 coupons. I was not born when you set these deals up and intended to follow through on them for over 35 years. This is why those children you tried to flip it to aren't getting it. You know what that means? Every time you rape somebody, you rape me and people I'm connected to. I'm certain that if you were exposed in the full profundity of your honest desire for our welfare, that you would see yourself trying to impose yourself upon adults and not the ideations of those beautiful, immature accounts you think you're working with. Now, you've been doing this way too long. I have plenty more here. I have your names. I have your addresses, at least back then. Did you pay your taxes on what you set up in connection with the birth certificates of children born to members of the United States military? Apparently going all the way back to 1972. Did you just decide that maybe somebody would play along and look good in the part while she rode around in some little children, moonlighting as if she were a fucking lawyer, responsible for innocent children? And she wasn't alone. Don't take it as if I'm singling somebody out. This is a class effort, right? You all classed yourselves together and made certain some of us, even if we were qualified, weren't allowed in. It must have really sucked when I just showed up one day and I kicked your ass. See, I was actually selected for a class on a competitive basis. You know that? That's why I'm trying to deal with the translation. I was appreciated by the Greeks, but I wanted Latin. And I'm going to get it. I'm going to get both. You had no right to do this. You've played this charade out far too long. If in fact I've done something nobody else has done, don't think I'm going to squander it, paying for all the debts you tried to put off on other people. Do you understand how profound it is that you just refused to respond to an emergency regarding the safety of children?